Greetings and salutations. Hey, let me ask you, have you ever had something happen that just it's kind of like having somebody piss in your cornflakes? I hate when that happens. Let me show you what happened to me. If you notice right here on the Jeep, there's something missing. The windshield wiper arm. Well, there's nothing wrong with that, but what happened was the little tit that was on the washer fluid squirter thing. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, here's the wiper arm. Here's this little piece of plastic tube that goes up here and sprays washer poop onto the rear window so that you can wipe the dirt off it. Well, that's what it hooks into, and that little tit broke. Well, I went on the internet and I found a very helpful video on how to fix this, except I figured a way I could improve on it. Now, what the other videographer did is he drilled this out and used, looked like maybe 14 gauge wire, and took the wire out of the jacket and used the jacket as a means to attach the hose to, right? But the problem was that the jacket was too small and it leaked a little bit, so he was losing pressure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this tit on both sides altogether. I'm going to drill all the way through. I'm going to use this, which looks like either 12 or maybe even 10 gauge wire, and I'm going to do the same thing, except I'm going to go all the way through. I'm just going to plug the hoses in on either side. You know, I was just going to pick one up at Pick Apart, but they didn't have any at Pick Apart, so until they do, I'm just going to do this. Let's snip that tit off. And for this, I'm going to use a 9/32 drill bit, and I'm just going to drill it out all the way through. And I'm going to see if I can do this without drilling a hole in my hand. There you go. And nary a drop of blood was shed. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the copper out of this insulation, and I'm going to feed this insulation through the little adapter here. Just pull the copper out. So what you end up with is just the insulating jacket off the wire, and this is going to be your repair. Make sure the ends are cut clean. Run it through like so. This end will plug right in, like so. And now I gotta take all this garbage off and hook everything back up so that I can show you that it works. So give me a few minutes in the magic of editing. In just a couple of seconds, you'll see the end result. Alright, let's see if it works. Let's see if it leaks inside the door. Dry as a bone. So, with just a short length of 12, maybe 10 gauge wire, a 9/32 drill bit, and about maybe 20-30 minutes of your time, you can fix this. This is a pretty common problem, that plastic gets brittle and it gets bumped, and all of a sudden you're squirting the car behind you instead of the window. So if you want some more details, this happens to be of wire B5 from a 1995 Thomas school bus. If you want to look up the gauge and all that stuff. But anyway, quick video on how to fix that pretty common issue. One addendum to this video: if you don't have a drill gauge, this is just a cheap plastic one. I don't even remember where I got this. I think I got it with something. I don't even remember where I got it, but you can get these online for next to nothing, or probably Walmart or Harbor Freight. Get yourself a little drill gauge, and it gives you both dimensions in imperial fractions and in metric, although I don't understand why anybody would want to use metric. And then it gives also hole sizes on the other side. Indispensable tool. I use this all the time. And then to add to this would be like a thickness gauge for sheet metal and sheet goods, and those can be picked up at Harbor Freight or any welding supply store. Get yourself a couple of those, and you'll find it just like a pocket knife. You'll use it all the time, and you'll never understand how you could have lived without it. Get one; they're cheap. So if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and down there and underneath this window on the right hand side, there's a subscribe button. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that if you're so inclined. And then right next to it, click the bell icon, and you'll be notified of future uploads. Share this with your vast social media network, and as always, fellas, you have fun, stay safe, shoot straight, keep your powder dry, and have yourself a splendid day. I gotta put the door panel in. See you later.